Okay, so today we're going to be mixing up everything. You're going to be adding, you're going to be subtracting, you're going to be multiplying and dividing. You've got to figure out what you're doing and when. And so the first problems that we see, it says a standard sheet of paper in the US is 11 by 8.5. What is that in length and width? And so you would do like 2.54 times 11. That's nice because it's 254 plus 254, but offset by that 10. And so I get 4972 with two decimal points in the question. There are two in the answer. So the length is 27.94. The width is 8.5, 8.5. Oops, let me do that the other way around. I tend to, even though the 8.5 is bigger, I tend to put the one with the most digits on top. And I don't really need to put the decimals in the question, but here we go. So 5 times 4 is 20, carry the 2, 25, 27, carry the 2, 10, 12. Placeholder 0, 8 times 4 is 32, oops, 2, carry the 3, 43, which is, this is why we do it the old-fashioned way. We do it the partial products. 4 over here, 16, 20. I want to add those together. 0, 9, 5, 1, 2, and there's 3 in the question. There has to be 3 in the answer, and so I get 21.590, but that last 0 doesn't matter. Next, which one's bigger? Okay, so I mean, that would be ugly. If I actually had to do 27.94, this is a multiple choice problem. So if I really had to do 21.59, I would have multiplied these together. But it's multiple choice. You just have to get the right answer. You don't have to get the perfect answer. And so good enough is good enough. And so I actually broke this one down to be like 28 and this to be 22. And then I looked it up in my multiplication table. It said 616. And then it was European is 29.7 by 21. And again, I just did 30 and 21, and that was on my multiplication chart. And it says 630. I've got that this one is bigger, Europe's. And so if you've got a multiple choice question, you only have to do it enough to get the right answer. Don't keep going, out a million decimal places. 135 over 90, that's stairs per second, stairs, seconds. I mean, I like it as a fraction, but if I did it as a decimal, because we're in a decimal chapter, this is what it would look like. 90 goes into 1, nope. 90 goes in 13, nope. 90 goes into 35. One time, 90, I subtract, I get 45. I'm going to put a point and a 0, bring down the 0, and that's 5 times. It goes in there 1.5 times. Submit and explain. See work, really. You're good. So here we go. Next, the teacher can do 75 in 1 minute. Well, that's 75 stairs in 60 seconds. So I would do 75 getting divided by 60 this time. That goes in there one time. That would be 60. Subtract, I get 15. I'm going to put a point. I know this one goes out a couple places. 150 is the point would, come on, 2 would be 120. Subtract, I get 30. Oh, actually, not that so bad. I thought it was going to go out a couple places, but I get a 5 right there. That's 300 and 0. Oh, shoot. Who climbs faster? The student. Did I not need to do all that work? Oops. I did a lot of work that I didn't have to do. Next. Ooh. Okay, this is a multiple choice again. Only one of these is going to be correct. And so instead of doing like 3.25 times 6.1, which is the way to do it, I know that's like 3 times 6. This is about 18 point something. A square with a 4.6, that's going to be 4.6 by 4.6. If it was 5 times 5, that's 25. 4 times 4, this is going to be around 21 somewhere. 5.8, I'm just going to say 6 times 3.5 is like 18, 21. Oh, that's going to be too close. This is going to be less than 21. It's going to be about 20 points something because it was 5.87. And so it's not a 6, but I estimated it'd be 6. Then a triangle, the funny thing about a triangle is don't forget you got to divide by 2. So a lot of you will see like the 7 times the 5.4, and that's like 35. But then you've got to divide it by 2 because it's a triangle, and I get that that's going to be somewhere, around like 18. It's going to be somewhere in there. So I get that this one's the biggest one. And I didn't have to work it all out. I just had to get close enough. Number 7. 9 that are 4. So 9 times 0.4. I'm not even going to set that one up. That's just 3.6. 12.0 minus 3.6. I get, that's going to be 11. That's going to be a 10. I get a 4. That's 8.4. 8.4. Submit. We're going pretty quick now. 1/8 of 30 is 1/8 times 30 over 1. If I just did that straight across, it'd be 30 over 8. But I know that 2 goes into that 15 times, 2 goes into that 4 times. So I get that also equals 15 fourths. 4 goes into 15 3 times with 3/4 left over. But we're in a decimal chapter, so maybe 3.75. 3.75. Submit. Which is longer? That's subtraction. Oh, those are not nice numbers, though. Minus 4 and 4/15. I've got that 1820 over 3 minus 64/15. Got to get a common denominator. That would be 100/15 minus 64/15 is 36/15. That would be 2 and 6/15. Yeah. Which is the same as 2. You can just leave it like that, but 2 and 2/5. Oh, there's 2 problems. 2 space 2/5. Okay. How many times? Ooh, that's a division problem. I'm going to switch to red, but I'm going to do it right here because this is the problem right here. I'm just going to change it to a division sign. And so keep take a look at the right hand side, flip it over, and then you multiply times. 3 and 15 work really well together. 64 and 20 divided by 4, I get 5. Divided by 4, I get 16. I get 25/16, which is 1 and 9/16. I'm just going to put it in as 25/16. So 25/16 works beautifully. Yeah, that's a number. It says enter a number. I have a number. It's going to force me. Okay, backspace. It's okay. I got it. I have that it is 1 space 9/16. Man. Here we go. Let's see if I get these right. Yay! And so if you have any questions, ask me in class the next time I see you. If not, I will see you in the next video.